I first fell in love with cosplay when I was like 13 years old with a Steven Universe costume, and I went to Tidewater Comic Con in Virginia Beach, and it was awesome, and I was obsessed with it. And now I sell and I do all crazy stuff like this. And then to the Blerd community, I feel like we need more nerds. Sometimes it's a little shamed for all of us to, be like the stereotypical hood shit, and I don't like that. So I like that we're here. This is so fun. And you can find me on Instagram at h.georgie, Georgie.e. And then on Instagram, it's baby.p00p. And that's it.
When did you fall in love with cosplay?
So I found a lot in cosplay a couple years back. Usually I start by doing tournament Aya cosplay, then Goku, then by finding more friends. I found a social community that had me build cosplay and go deeper in the field.
Yeah, hi. I was in love with cosplay 10 years ago. I always love animes, comics, and one day I found a convention at Montreal, and I fell in love with people there with their costume. I want to do the same, and since then, every year in convention.
Is the space?
I think it's important because in regular cons, not everyone feels comfortable to express themselves and feel limited. So I think having an open space when you could see both like us, we different type of cosplay, whether it's like different type of race, different gender, the expression, it opens doors to and see people's possibilities. Like I'm a black man doing Asian woman character. It still works.
Yeah. I think this place is really important, and we are so happy to be here. We made the travel from Montreal to be here, a day for traveling, only to experience this. Because at Montreal, there's a lot of white people and white cosplayers. It's hard to be a cosplayer there and be comfortable. So to be here, it's really, we feel love. We feel it at home. So I'm really happy we have Blerdcon. Thank you.
And where can we guys find you?
We can find me on IG. My name is Hannah-san.
You can find me on Instagram as well. My name is Bradley.create, Bradley BRADLEE CREATES.
Thank you for your time. And I hope you guys have a great trip.
I fell in love with cosplay in 2020 when COVID hit, and I had nothing else to do but to play dress up. So that's when I fell in love with cosplay, and then it ended up being lucrative for me. I'm not gonna lie. So if you love cosplay, don't hesitate to jump on this shit. This is where it's at.
And then how important is this Blerd space?
Blerd is so important. It is for us. And if you understand what for us is, you get it. You get what I mean? Blerd is beyond important. It is one of the most, it's my favorite con. It makes me feel the most comfortable. It's the family reunion. It's the cookout that I never had. It's wholesome. It's a vibe. Like, this is my favorite convention. I will go here until I'm old. So if you see me on here doing the same interview when I'm like 60 fucking something years old, just know it was that deep for me. And you will understand if you're here too. So.
And where can we find you?
Hello McFly. If you need to find me, Hello McFly. That's my Instagram. Hello McFly with 2 O's on both platforms on TikTok. If you need to find me on Epics. Ish McFly, ISHMCFLY, you feel me? And also, Money Mike, keep your game tight. This is my brother, Pimpin' Slytherin, and my bro, Pootie. We keep it pimpin' on this bitch. Fuck you talking about?
Booyah! What's good? It's me, the #1 hero, Benjamin Banks, and I'm here at Blerdcon.
All right. And when did you fall in love with cosplay?
I fell in love with cosplay. I want to say it was back in 2017. I went to my first con, and I saw all of these people dressed up as some of my favorite anime and video game characters. And I was just like, bro, I got to do this.
And how important is the blurred space?
So the reason why the blurred space is important is because this is a community where everybody just shows everybody love. If you've ever seen the movie Sinners, this is what it feels like before all the vampires and everything. And I just love this community so much because there's so many Black people who cosplay, and when I see them doing their thing online, they can look so amazing, but people will slander them online. But when they come to a place like Blerdcon, where it's nothing but our people, you're going to have a grand time. You don't have to worry about anybody slandering you, making fun of you. Everybody's just doing their thing and showing everybody love. So that's the reason why it's important to have spaces like this.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, for sure.
From one
man.
Titan to another.
Yeah, for sure, man. Hey, thank you so much for having me up here. Again, Benjamin Banks. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at KingBenji_Banks. And you can see all of the cosplays that I do, and I show love to everybody. So I'll see you guys there. Peace.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Hello, hello. So my first introduction in cosplaying is with the anime space. So growing up watching anime, my stepfather, her dad, put me on to, you know, the classics: Dragon Ball, One Piece, Naruto, Bleach was another hit in the household as well. So I want to say, in terms of cosplaying, like most other people during the pandemic, we was bored back in 2020, sitting in the house bored, nothing to do. And I'm just like, you know what? Let me start crafting. Let me start dressing up. And I really started to do that in terms of my social media. By all means. This space is very important. We need spaces like this to protect what we got going on within the community. We don't need no drama. We don't need no hate speeches, because quite frankly, we are all family. We are all kin. And if somebody trying to run up, we got people on standby, period. We don't play that. Absolutely. But y'all can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all of the socials at Amarua Fleur. Absolutely. But thank you.
So I'm Shadow Knight Cosplay. When I fell in love with cosplay was about 2006 when I went to my first New York Comic Con. It was so amazing to see fellow nerds and dressing up and how they embodied the characters. So I wanted to make sure I did my part for that community as well and show the characters that I love. And Blerdcon, this is my second Blerdcon, but it's amazing to come to events where you see nothing but other fellow Black cosplayers, especially in a world right now where some people are looked down upon because we may not look like the actual characters that we portray. But being able to show that no matter what your skin color is, you can still embody the character you love is so amazing. So I love coming to Blerdcon.
And where can we find you?
And you can find me on Instagram at Shadow Knight Cosplay.
Yeah, shout it out, go for it.
And we were originally featured in Creative Cosplay Magazine as well, full page spread.
Well, definitely I'll be on the lookout because I also have a magazine as well. Okay. Called The Pod under Purple Dorcas. So I'll definitely reach out to you as well.
Absolutely. Thank you guys.
No problem. Thank you.
Hey, yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Malice, your favorite menace to society. Started off when I first fell in love with cosplay. It was about when I was 16. I was really diving more deeper into anime and my manga journey when I was 16 years old. And as far as Blur Space, it's the most sacredest place where you can find yourself to be safe and be yourself. All right? Keep it real. You can catch me at Malice XLIV on all social platforms. Capital XLIV. Love you.
Well, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are you Steve?
Yes, I am.
Blues Clues?
Yeah, and it's you.
I fell in love with cosplay, I would say, when I was in middle school, and I used to watch this 80s anime called Fist of the North Star, very niche, and I would run around the school doing pressure points on people, and then I tried to dress up like that, and it was a whole thing. So I was cosplaying before cosplaying was cosplaying, and that's when I fell in love with it. And having a space like this where you have so many Black people, Black, brown people, minorities in the same space who can express themselves and express the nerd culture, I think is so important to have a safe space to just be yourself. So yeah.
I fell in love with cosplay probably about 20 years ago. Otakon 2007. I don't know. It's just a great way to self-express and to be a menace in costume, and I really love that idea. As for what this space means to me, I think it's an amazing thing to have a safe space for BIPOC in a predominantly white, straight male culture. However, for myself, as a white person, most spaces are safe for me. So I really value the greatness of this space to be away from the status quo.
And then where can we find you guys?
Oh, that's right. Whoops. You can find me at kuh.vad.knee Kavatni on Instagram. I know it is very obnoxious.
On Instagram, I'm Atara Ordo, ATARAORDO.
My name is Mr. Higgins, and yes, that's my legal name. And I would like to say when I fell in love with cosplay was probably the first time I ever went to a con. Blerdcon, this is my first time at Blerdcon, but I have gone to DreamCon about 3 times, 2 or 3 times. And I gotta say, you know, every time I felt out of place when I did it. So I said, well, let me try do this. Let me try do this. Anywhere from, you know, something simple to a little bit more elaborate. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm not at the point where I can make mine, but maybe I get there, maybe I don't. Hey, but it's a fun time at the end of the day. And what was the other question, sir? Oh, spaces like this is much needed. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in the age where we used to get made fun of for liking anime, cosplay, anything to that related. And now it got so mainstream that everybody enjoys it. So, and then, but you know, they kind of leave black folks out. So we need more spaces like this to express yourselves, enjoy the things you love, and meet and network with people that like the same stuff you do. Is much needed and a very enjoyable experience. Thank you for your time, man.
Thank you.
Oh, and my Instagram is airmar.jay_higgs.
All right, thank you. Appreciate you.
For the streets.
All right. So when did you fall in love with cosplay?
I fell in love with cosplay after pretty much my first cosplay. I saw somebody else post their cosplay in the Facebook group, and I was like, I want to do that. So I went out with my first cosplay and I absolutely loved it. I got so much love from everybody in the community, so that's when I continued.
Yeah. I was always kind of into costumes, but it was only for Halloween. Then I found out there was a cosplay community, and I fell in love with it in like 2018, and then it's been my life ever since.
And then how important is the space?
Okay, first of all, having a space for us is extremely important, especially since we're not as welcomed in other spaces. It's really important for both our age and even younger people to know that there's a place where they can really be themselves, be their nerdy selves, and enjoy. Because it always feels like a cookout whenever we come to Blerdcon. So this is like, we need this after a whole year of like bullcrap, you know. So that's
Yeah, exactly what she said. Because I go to other cons, and it's not the same vibe or feel.
No.
You get the extra stares and everything, but here, even though you don't know everybody, you feel like you're a family. So you fit in. So like spaces like this is important because anywhere you want to go, you want to feel welcome, and we feel welcome every time we come here. So yeah, appreciate it.
See?
Yeah,
I appreciate you guys' time. Where can we find you guys?
Well, my name is Afro Cocoa Puffs. You can find me on every platform. That name, there's only one of one, and yeah, that's it.
You can find 6 Rikage 6. You can find me on every platform. Same thing, all that.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Previously on X-Men.
Hi, my name is Terry. I fell in love with cosplay. It's about a couple years. I say 2022, like right after COVID. And for me, a blurred space is take a look around. Like, you know, it's for our people, about our people. You know, everything we love and hold dear to us in the comic, anime community, and means a whole lot to me.
Thank you, Bishop. Richard, a.k.a. Richard X Libra on Instagram. And the blurred community is so important to me because it showcases diversity. You can see all folks of all likes. It's almost just like being an X-Man. Mutant and proud.
And where can we find you guys?
Find me on Instagram at Mr_I will never tell.
And then Richard X Libra on Instagram.
Hi, how you doing? My name is Diamond,
Neil.
and we are cosplaying as Maki Zenin and Toji from Jujutsu Kaisen. So we're here to just ask a couple questions that he wanted us to kind of answer. So for me, when did I fall in love with cosplay? Very recently. I definitely, my first and only convention at the time was 2012's NecoCon. That's in Hampton, Virginia. And I went just to appreciate cosplaying as a whole. I never thought I would step foot and actually be a character myself. I didn't feel like at the time I was creative enough or felt like I could bring a character to life. So when I met my boyfriend Neil, like I remember he was telling me about how he was going to a convention near the area, and he was like, you know, like what would you be down to cosplay? And I remember like telling him I wanted to do Maki from Fire Force, and I was like, but you know, I'm not really thinking of it. But fast forward to like last year, I'm at GalaxyCon cosplaying as like Maki, and like getting so much feedback like made me really happy, and it reminded me that like everyone can cosplay, everyone deserves a cosplay. That's a right, that's a privilege, and we need to showcase that. So I like it. I'm down. This is definitely something I want to keep going forward, going from now on.
So I've been interested in cosplaying since I was little. Just never had the. I'm very introverted, so I never had the confidence, or just never really saw myself doing it till recently. So I've been to many conventions from the age of 10 and so on and so on, but I've only cosplayed 3 conventions. So, and now I'm an adult, so I got adult money to buy stuff. But yeah, this space is really important for us because like this is my first time going to Blerdcon, and it's nice to see people who look like me and have the same interests as me. So, and it's always nice to you feel the energy when you walk in a room with a bunch of people like us. So.
And I think as well, you know, I feel like we all experience it, whether or not firsthand or secondary, racism, discrimination, like in spaces, whether online in real life. And I feel like there's a lot of people who might be afraid to like want to like go out and cosplay and do different things. And I think this space kind of reminds everyone to know that, hey, I don't give a damn who you might think or what you might feel like we can't do. We are here. We deserve to be here. We're creators. We like anime. We like comic books. We like anything and everything that's nerd centric. We're going to do it. And we deserve that. So it's nice to know that we can have a safe space to exist and be our truest selves and just have fun and live our life and meet people and connect and really understand what it feels like to not only be a cosplayer, a joyer of many fandoms in a individual sense, but as a community. And I think that's really beautiful. So, yeah. Hey, you already know. So I think that's all we have. I just want to say thank you to the lovely people here that took the time. So my Instagram handle is Diamond Bulk. Is literally just all lowercase, my first and last name. You know, original. Don't have to do anything fancy.
And mine is no_Neil. No as in you know something, and _Neil as you kneel down.
Thank you, and I appreciate your time.
I'm like super neurodivergent, so I love like being able to cosplay other characters and embody the character and I guess kind of pretend to be the character. Like I really enjoy being somebody else other than my voice. So yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
And then, how important is the blurred space for you?
Very important, especially with the way the cosplay and space is and gaming space. It's overwhelmingly racist and misogynistic. So it's always good to have a safe space like Blerdcon, where you can be yourself and not have fear of somebody calling you the N-word or calling you amongst you, because these are your peers. These are all people that you probably know. It's like a big family thing, but
And then where can we find you?
So I'm on Instagram, Q&A Cosplay. That is also my TikTok, the Q&A Cosplay. Everywhere else, it's either going to be Miss Q&A or just Q&A on Twitch.
Thank you for your time.